Personal story segment tonight. Our pal Dick Morris is around in 1992 when Bill Clinton first took up residence at the White House. Does that compare to what's happening now? The purveyor of DickMorris.com joins us. Okay, you got 2 weeks of Obama, you had 2 weeks of Clinton. You watched both. Which was worse?
Well, the thing that's kind of funny about them is that they fell into the exact same potholes. I mean, the very first pothole that Clinton fell into was that his nominee for Attorney General didn't pay her taxes. The first pothole that Obama falls into is his nominee for HHS didn't pay his taxes. Then Clinton gets hung up in the Congress over his stimulus package. Remember? $35 billion seems like pocket change now, but it was big then. And the economy was in bad shape, people felt. That's how Clinton got elected.
Right.
Focused like a laser beam on the economy, he said. And then he got killed over the stimulus package, even though he controlled both houses. Why? Because people looked at each of the spending items and said, this is nuts. Obama, even with huge majorities, can't pass a stimulus package. Why? Because people are looking at the spending at each item and saying, this is nuts.
So it's really eerie.
It is.
This is very
This is
eerie.
Absolutely, those who don't read history are doomed to repeat it. He's
well, that's what I said about
Obama.
The one thing I don't understand about him, and I'm not rooting against him. I know some people are, but I'm not. One thing I don't understand about Barack Obama is that he's very well prepared. As we talked with Steve Croft, and he's meticulous, and the machine is meticulous. But didn't he know that all of the garbage about global warming and about Nancy Pelosi's vision of an entitlement society and this and that and the unions, the money going, didn't he know that people like me and other press people are going to go, what does that have to do with the economy?
Well, Obama was forced to do that stuff.
Forced?
By the liberal Democrats in Congress.
How could they force him?
By telling him we won't support it unless it's in it. And then Obama has two choices. He can do what he should do, which is what Clinton did after I got a hold of him in 95, 96, and say, I don't give a darn what you say. I'm going to get Republican votes, and I'm going to govern from the middle. Or he can do what Bill Clinton did in the first 2 years, which is how he lost Congress, by saying, okay, you want midnight basketball courts, it's going to go in there. You want global warming, you want climate change research, you want contraception stuff, and put every last little item in there that the Democrats want. Govern without the Republican Party and try to govern within the Democratic caucus. When he submitted his stimulus bill, he was basically submitting a one-party bill. And he wouldn't cross the line. That's why the Republicans all voted against it in the House.
177.
Now,
every one of them.
Now he's going to face a crucial test. Will he govern in a bipartisan way from the center?
He has to.
Yeah, but the price he's going to pay is the left is going to excoriate him.
So what?
When he drops his package to $600 billion from $800 billion, when he raises tax cuts and brings down spending, the left is going to go stark raving
But he's
mad.
got the folks turning against him. You see the Rasmussen poll now? 55-45?
Just like Bill did.
Yeah, I mean,
like
so he
happened to Clinton.
can't go against the folks because the folks elected him, but they're not that rock solid on him.
But the power of the Democratic congressional majority and the left is extraordinary. You cut the global warming research, okay, and then the California delegation has a fit. You cut the urban aid and the Black Caucus has a fit. You cut education, bilingual education, or immigration, the Hispanics have a fit. And the problem is that they are so organized into special interests that Obama doesn't dare burn those bridges.
He's going to have to.
And the Republicans are going to force him to do it.
Mitch McConnell, the senator from Kentucky, Republican guy, he's got to sign on to this stimulus bill. If he doesn't, the rest of them won't in the Senate. Okay? So he's got to go there. And he's saying, look, you're either going to get the money to the folks or we're not going to do it.
Yeah. So the basic choice that Obama has to make is, does he govern from the left in a one-party sense, or does he tell the ultra-left Democrats to go fly kite and move to the center? I think he's going to move to the center.
So do I. I think he has to. All right, I got to get your opinion on this. I'm going to let Miller well on this later, but you see Hillary give Bill a little... I knew you were going to love that. How many times did you watch that? 18 times?
Yeah.
You stayed up all night and watched it.
I got to tell you.
You kept running.
I got to tell you something. You know how much I like Hillary.
Yeah.
I like the idea that she finally has a real job.
Yeah.
I like the idea that she's showing some independence here.
Yeah.
I wonder how embarrassed she's going to get at all the trouble Bill is going to make for her.
Oh, that's not fair. You can't do that.
He will. He will.
You don't know that.
Okay. At Davos, He has a 1-hour meeting with Vladimir Putin.
Yeah.
The husband of the Secretary of State, a private citizen, has a 1-hour meeting with the head of another country.
Yeah, so?
So what did he say? What was talked about? What went on?
Well, I'm sure he told her. Well, maybe he didn't. But
there's no such thing as privatizing foreign policy.
Marsh, you're after the Clintons. But I just was thinking about you.
No, I'm looking at giving them another shot. I think that.
Oh, yeah, you're giving them another shot at what? Redemption?
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah, Hillary finally has a real job.
You're the forgiving kind of guy?
Well, no, but Hillary finally has a real job.
Okay. But when you saw her say that,
funny. That was
you loved that, didn't you?
Oh, of course.
You lived it. You see?
All kinds of interesting.
The face of evil, right here. Can you zoom into the face of evil alert? There he is. Dick Morris.